say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are calling from in the world, ladies and gentlemen, joining the call. We're glad to have you. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Marquise
JJ
from
from
Ocala.
Manteca.
Welcome to the call. How are you, Marquise?
Pretty good. Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous. Welcome to the call.
JJ from Manteca.
Awesome. Welcome to the call. If you're now just joining us, feel free to unmute yourself one time only, and state your name and where you're calling from. And if you have background noises and you can hear it, we can too. So feel free to mute out any background noises that you have. We'd love to hear from you though. So please state your name, city and state that you're calling from. Welcome, welcome, each and every one of you. This line will be getting started very shortly, so great to have you. Reach out to your family, your friends, even your enemies. Let them know this call is taking place. We want to make certain that this call is crisp and clean. So if you have any background noises that you can't prevent, feel free to mute out. But in the event that you do want to state your name, unmute yourself one time only, and state your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Kendra from Florida.
Kendra, Florida, welcome to the call. Loving your trades there. You're doing great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, each and every one of you. You're just now joining the call. Please state your name and where you are calling from.
Ignacio, Milwaukee,
Daniel,
Wisconsin.
New Zealand.
Ignacio, welcome to the call. New Zealand, welcome to the call.
Cleve from Georgia.
Nashville. Hey, from Georgia, Cleve, welcome to the call.
John G., Columbia, South America.
John G., welcome to the call there, sir. How are we?
Recording in progress.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't yet to do so, this will be your last round. State your name and where you're calling from.
Leroy, St. Louis.
Leroy, welcome to the call.
Sabrina and Eddie, Houston, Texas.
Hey, Sabrina and Eddie, welcome to the call. An amazing dynamic duo.
Cass Brooks from Chicago.
Hey, welcome to the call.
To get them out as fast as possible. Rod Obie from the DMV.
There we go. Keep it going. Welcome to the call.
Rod Durden, DMV.
Rod Durden, welcome to the call.
Jabari, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, Jabari, welcome to the call.
Cass Brooks from Chicago.
Hey, Chi-Town to the building. Welcome to the call.
Will Macon, Metro Atlanta.
Will Macon, how are you? Welcome to the call, Atlanta.
Dale Boudreaux, Louisiana.
Asian, Dale Boudreaux, welcome to the call.
Philly, Bay Area, California.
Hey, welcome to the call. How are you? This will be a great time to grab your pen, pads, and papers and go ahead and start getting into a quiet place. Take some copious notes. This information is going to be a life-changing event. When I tell you this event is going to be epic, a historical day, ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendar. Today, October the 11th, 2025, is going to be a historical day, ladies and gentlemen. If you joining the call, please state your name and where you're calling.
No, I decided, you know what? It's too much shit going on in Annapolis.
Hello, you are
to be up the road and then go to Patapsco and try to make it back down here because you got the Ren Fest, the football game, all that shit. I turned around, got my uniform.
There we go.
Please mute.
Gentlemen, if you're not able to fully focus on this line, feel free to log off because this information is going to be quite impactful. Am I muted? Can y'all still hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Thomas in the DMV.
DMV's in the building. Okay, we're going to have some great vibes, great energy today because this is a one moment that's nobody's going to stop our success, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're too busy for this call, feel free to log off. But if you want to change your life, change your lifestyle, stay on, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm about to introduce some amazing people onto this line. You're at the right place at the right time. So do not steal anybody's joy by speaking up and making sure that you stay muted, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some great information being shared today. We're going to get this party started very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, awesome. People are still coming onto the line. We are not capped out just yet. Let your teams know, let your family, friends, even your enemies know that this call is about to be I want to say standing room, but we're not standing, right? But it's going to be a packed out, maxed out call, ladies and gentlemen. So if they're not on right now and they can't get on, tell them to keep on trying to get back onto the line because this information is just that powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and do one more round, ladies and gentlemen. One more round. If you want to speak up, unmute yourself one time only. But if you have background noises, you can hear it. We can too. So
Solovic, Washington, D.C. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Dick, welcome to the call there. How are you?
Mark Cannon,
Missouri.
Ohio.
Welcome to the call.
Mark Cannon, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Prince
Hey, Demery,
Jonathan
Bronx,
of
New York.
Prince Jonathan of New Jersey.
David
Jim
Leggett.
Meadows, Denver, Colorado.
Colorado's in the building.
Boston.
Welcome. Austin, welcome to the call. Peter Lee, welcome to the call.
Thank you.
Enid, Denmark.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have background noise, let's do some maintenance here. Feel free to mute out any background noises that you may have. You do not want to intervene on the information that's going to be shared today, ladies and gentlemen. So without any further ado, I want to share with you, I have the distinct pleasure to introduce a gentleman that is a decorated military veteran devoted to his family. He's definitely a family man. How do I know? Because I'm married to this gentleman. He's a very accomplished entrepreneur with an illustrious career spanning over 25+ years. He has a proven track record of achieving monumental success, even earning millions in 3 diverse industries. Mr. Bean has emerged from retirement to conquer his 4th, driven by his unwavering passion for empowering so many others, including those that are on the line right now. He prioritizes the well-being of his team. Mr. Bean's selfless vision is to transform the lives of 10,000 families, guiding them to generate a residual income of $5,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to mute out the rest that was having background noises. But without any further ado, who I'm bringing on to the Zoom call right now is our very own Vice President of Sales, Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean, are you there, sir? Take it away.
I'm here, and I'm excited about what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure, again, that you're in a place, where you cannot be disturbed. Make sure that you lock up the kids, lock up the dogs, right? Lock up the cats, get your husband out the way, your wife out the way, whatever, because right now you don't want to be distracted from this moment, right? What you're about to witness today is the beginning of something extremely special, something life-changing for a lot of people, life-altering for generations to come, because what will be started today, guys, will be able to be taught, to our kids and their kids' kids, especially in the economy that we're in, where everything is moving toward AI, everything is moving toward technology. Right now, nobody's jobs and businesses are safe. The only thing that puts you in a safe place is you learning a skill set that no one can take away. Okay, and so again, make this day about you. If somebody calls you, send them the voicemail. It's okay, they'll get over it. If somebody texts you, avoid it. Stay off social media right now. We don't want you to miss anything, all right? We have a lineup today of some very special people who are going to be assisting you in your financial and economical evolution, going forward. We have some technology and things that we're going to introduce you to, guys, that's going to put you on a whole entirely different level. Technology that people all around the world want right now and have been bidding on right now. But as of this moment, we'll be introducing this technology that we have the exclusive partnership with. Therefore, everybody has to come through us to get it. You guys are going to be hearing about some special packages and giveaways today that we got for you guys. It's going to be a power pack day, but make sure, again, today is your day. Give yourself 2 hours. You gave your job 40 hours last week. Give yourself 2 hours a day. All right. So with that being said, and I appreciate my SWAT team, Carla, Ms. Bean, Chris, guys, if anybody jumps off mute, go ahead and either mute them. If they continue to come off mute, get them out of here. All right. So we want to make sure that they don't rob anybody else of their moment. And so guys, again, like this being said, I am the VP of Sales here for Bill, and right now we are in an exciting space. We launched our trading program a couple of weeks ago with the Forex Forex trading platform, and we already had options. We brought on some futures and got some other things that we're going to be introducing to you guys, but I'm excited about it because, guys, you guys get a chance to now learn how to be able to analyze the markets like the bank, how to behave like the bank, right? And one of the things when you look at the banks, most people, when you put your money in your bank, let me share with you what the bank does with it. It takes it right out of the bank. When you look at your bank account, it doesn't tell you how much money you have in your account. It tells you what's on your ledger, right? Bank, the moment you make that deposit and you sign that contract with the bank, what you told them is that now they're the power attorney of your money, and they get to use your money in any way, shape, form, or fashion that they want to. And for every dollar that you put into the bank, guys, guess what? They can utilize up to $1,000, like 1,000x of that dollar. So they're going to take your money and they're going to move it into the market. They're going to start trading with your money. And then at the end of the year, after they run up, your money that they got from you, 300, 400, 500, 1,000% returns, they're going to give you 1% or less, right? And so some of you guys, well, that's not fair. Well, it's not about it being fair or unfair. It's about you understanding the rules of the game. And then once you understand the rules of the game, now you get to play the game by the rules that the game is being played at. Okay. And so that's what today, is, presented to you for. You get a chance to now pick and choose, what part of the game you want to play, right? You want to play in options, you want to play in Forex, you want to play in, in futures, you want to play in other things, but if you just want to get in the market to where you now can control your money as opposed to paying somebody else to control it and utilize it, that's what today is for. Think about all the people that you heard, was in, this crypto scam, or they had somebody trade for them and they lost money. Well, they got upset. They probably reported some people. And I just want to make sure we get a real good specific understanding of why they got upset. They wasn't upset because the person lost their money, right? They were upset because they themselves didn't have the skill that they needed to go out there and grow their own money. It was a complaint against themselves. Okay, so if you know what to do with the dollar, right, you don't need anybody else to manage it. Okay, you can't complain about fees that people charge you based on a skill that they learned that you were not willing to learn. Okay, and so today you take your financial independence into your own hands. Today is the day where you make your own personal declarations. Today, guys, is the day where you get a chance to see exactly what we're about to announce to the whole entire world globally, and why you will see this company, mark my words and get this down, you will see this be the most admired and most desirable landing spot when it comes to the trading and entrepreneurial industry. Okay. And so when I look at, the things, when you talk about people who got bots, they got algorithms, guys, imagine waking up one day and you are the algorithm. Imagine you waking up one day and you are the system that the banks use to now make their money, or you are the system that trading communities use to now make their money. Guys, when you actually learn the skills that these guys are going to be talking about today, and learn how to optimize the tools that they're going to be introducing today, as you will no longer have to worry about who the president is and what they're going to do to the economy, because you now, as the president of your failing economy, thriving economy, or average economy, you get a chance to dictate that economy going forward. You get a chance to move the needle in the money, right? That's what today is about. Okay. And so you want to make sure you put yourself in a position where now you get a chance to tell all those people who were scared to actually trade, all those people who had this fear of getting in the market, not knowing what to do, when to hit the button and all. Guys, you get a chance to let them know, hey, we have Donnie Pips, right, who's got an E3 strategy that's made it so simple that not only did he take the fear away, right? But he brought in and infused confidence and fun, right? You get a chance to say, we got Roxy Castellanos, who, when she explains, options and things to people, she does it on a level that a 5 and 6 year old can comprehend it and get into the market. And she does it with such patience, right? And then when you get a chance to say, I want to understand futures in multiple languages, you get JCL, right? JCL La Corenta. He is going to be able to teach it in Spanish and English, right? But this is a guy his singleness of focus is ridiculous. He's only here to teach training. That's his passion. Okay. And so, guys, when I say we are turning down traders, people who want to come here and trade for us, we're turning people down. Okay. The only way they can participate at this moment is by coming in and just being a part of the program and bringing their people here so that people can learn from our instructors. This will not be a company where we have 200 trainers, 50 trainers. We will have a specific group of individuals training our team, right? And that culture, that educational portal, everything that we have to offer guys is going to be priceless. And then when you tie that to, right, when you tie that to the tools and technology, that the CEO is going to be introducing, and our partnership we're going to be introduced to you guys today, guys, it's a can't lose situation. Obviously, the disclaimer is this: you're going to hear about money, you're going to hear about concepts, you're going to hear about markets, you're going to hear about strategies. One thing you won't hear is anybody guarantee you anything. One thing I can guarantee you is this: if you don't learn it, you can't use it, right? And if you do learn this thing, it puts you in a position where now you have better eyes at protecting your family's financial future than most other people out there who are relying on companies that they work for and even businesses that they own. But because when you look at what's happening right now in the government, okay, and the actions that have been taken and the tariffs that's been doing this and the taxes that have been doing that, I know people who've lost businesses that they've owned for years based on they can't afford to be in business anymore because the taxes were raised so high, they have zero profits. They're in a negative, they're in a deficit. So there are things that are going to happen in your life, right, that are out of your control. Okay. The one thing that's going to happen that's in your control is that you learn how to trade. You learn that skill. Okay. Think about it for a second. The average balance in a 65-year-old's bank, a 401k, is $221,000. That is, when you retire, okay, and you say, I'm done. 65 years old, I'm done. I'm out of there. I got $221,000 in the bank. That is, after they hit you with the taxes, what's left, you can't really live off of the interest on that. You literally need about $1 million, in some type of savings that's performing to get you a $40,000 to $60,000 a year lifestyle off the interest, right? So if 221 is the average, why do you think you got a lot of people going back to work at Walmart, McDonald's, and all these other places after they retire, right? It's because they can't afford to stay retired, right? And so their form of retirement, right, and being retired is being tired again. That's tired all over again, retired, because they got to go back to work, guys. Stressful, right? Okay. Just know this: you're going to pass over opportunities just by not knowing the basics. As you want to be able to learn the language of economics, you want to be able to put yourself in a position where, when people are talking about money and people are talking about, markets and people are talking about movements and shifts and things like that, you want to know what's going on, but you also want to be able to take action, right? I'm just saying, you'll know if your financial advisor knows what they're doing. When people start to talk to you about how to move your money and where to put your money, guys, you will know if they're educated or not. Yeah, you'll know. You'll be able to understand and call them out, right? And as a matter of fact, you'll be put in a position where now, if they're not amazing you, they won't work for you. You won't allow them to work for you. Okay, so that's the thing you got to know, guys. This is something, okay, that I believe that most of you are counting yourself short, right? You're not giving yourself enough credit. You don't think you're disciplined enough. You don't think you're patient enough. You don't think you're qualified, smart enough, whatever it is, whatever excuse you're using to self-sabotage your future, guys, get rid of it, okay? I need you, this is the thing right now, 2 conversations are going to be had all time. This whole entire 2-hour segment that you're going to be here, guys, there are going to be 2 conversations going on. Okay. Us talking to you and you talking to you. Okay. And you won't be able to process information or receive the information, right, if you're talking. So when we're talking, receive. Okay. When we're talking, take notes. When we're talking, process the information. When we're talking, give yourself credit, give yourself a chance, right? I'm just telling you, the destination and where we're going and the location where we're going to end up, guys, is freedom, right? Financial freedom, time freedom, stress freedom, right? We want to be able to have our, families look at us and say, you know what? I'm glad that you don't work anymore. I'm glad that you're an independent business owner. I'm glad that you're trading because now I see that I can do that as your son. My son is now agreed willingly, right, to now start to learn how to trade at 16 years old with my wife. That's one of the happiest days of my life because he just told me at this point in time that I won't have to worry about what happens to him financially, guys, in the future. Donnie Pips' son is 11 years old, made over $1,100 in the trade last week, right? I'm like, I want my son to be like him when he grows up. He's younger than my son, right? And so this is what parents want for their children. This is what legacies, like when people leave in land and people leave in companies, leave an understanding, leave a skill set, in your kids so they can now take that and do with that what the Rockefellers couldn't do. Okay. You now put your kids in a position where they create legacies that'll be protected because they're being protected up here. Okay. Not in a bank, not in a trust, anything like that, guys. So a wave of companies, guys, are being born right now, and we need to know which ones to invest in. Guess what? You won't know that if you're not a part of these programs. These programs, guys, connect you to CNBC, all these business channels, all these, you get to know, you're now on the inside. You become an actual insider. So let me introduce you guys to one hell of an insider. Let me introduce you guys to a guy who, in a very, very short period of time, he's infused this company with hope. Okay. And he's put us in a position where people who never thought they would trade again is actually trading, right? His systems are amazing. His E3 strategy is off the charts. His baby Ellie is just ridiculous. And I'm gonna just say right now, he's world renowned for what he's done. And so what I want to do right now and stay on schedule is I want to introduce you guys to Mr. Donnie Pips.
Oh man, can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear, sir. Take it away.
Give me some emojis. Give me some fire emojis in the chat. Y'all know me. I'm on 100 all the time. I need to see it. I need to see it. Let's go. Give me them 4 5s, those fire emojis in the chat. Let's see it. Yes, guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Bean. And it's funny he mentioned that, guys. He came to me the other day and said, listen, I want you to create a course for kids. For the next generation coming up, that's going to be so simple that a 5th grader can trade the Forex market. How would you guys like that? Right? And this call is for everybody on here right now. I don't care what company you're a part of, what you're doing, what country you're in. The information you're going to get here today is be life-changing, especially when it comes to not only our legacy, our families, right, but for yourselves. Okay, a little bit about Donnie Pips. A lot of you guys know me. A lot of you guys have using my my strategy over in your companies. I don't care. That's the purpose of a strategy that works, right? Reach one, teach one. And I love having Mr. Sam Bean as not only a brother, as a business partner, but as a mentor, right? Because he's like, if you got something good, go out and show the world, right? You don't have to sell each and every part of something. Right? And how do you know something works? You go out and teach somebody and allow them to go out there and teach somebody else the same exact thing. That's how you know you have a system that works. That's why it's called a system, right? It's not reinventing the wheel, right? And I learned that because one thing about Donnie Pips, a little bit about my background. I'm a United States Marine first, all right? So for all my veterans on, for all my service members on, thank you guys for your service. I eat, breathe, and sleep the Marine Corps. So you guys are going to know I am disciplined to the core. That means I'm loyal to what we got going on right here at Build International. And then about my trading journey, it wasn't that simple. So a lot of people on this call right now said, hey, Donnie Pips, trading is hard. Well, guess what? I struggle with PTSD. Okay. And a lot of people that are on here know my story. Okay. I've been Baker acted a few times for those who know my story, who know what I've been through. Okay. It's not easy to get up every day and teach the financial markets, but I have a system and a company that says we got to move forward for each and every one of you guys. And that's why I love what I do. So that's how easy it is, right? And if somebody with PTSD that's been down that road in the military can do this, you know what? Each and every one of you need to look in the mirror right now and say, you know what, Donnie, I got this as well. Okay. Why? Because trading is for you guys. Okay. And then I deep dived into the financial markets after being, having those issues in my life and then transitioning over to the financial markets, right? I'm a Penn State grad. How many people can say this? That's right. Let's put it in there. I got this, right? I got this. I don't care where you are, hoorah, right? I got this. And then my life changed when I met a guy at a gas station in Miami, Florida, and he had a really nice car, right? And I'm getting out my truck, my Tahoe, sitting on 24s, right? I still had that New York look. I had a hoodie on, Timberlands on. It's Miami. And I walked past him and I said, hey, can you show me what you do so I can get a car like that one day? And you know what he said to me? He said, excuse me? Now, mind you, here's a big dude, 230 pounds, saying, hey, can you show me what you do so I can get a car like that one day? And I just said, no, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I just like your car. And I went in, I paid for my gas. I came back, I'm pumping my gas. And the guy comes to my car and he says, no one's ever said that to me. And I said, what's that? He said, everybody always says, can I have your car? But nobody ever says, can I show them what I do so they can have a car like this one day? And guess what? That chance meeting took me 3 weeks to call that guy. He gave me his number and it changed my life. It set me up for the future. And then fast forward, here I am actually trading the financial markets, teaching people how to trade the financial markets, working as a quant trader. I love coding. Where are my coders at? Show me some fire emojis on the chat if you're a coder. Where are my coders at? I love coding the financial markets. But you know what I like more? I like teaching those simple strategies that I learned from coding, right? So I've created a strategy called the E3 strategy. And I know a lot of people on here, 300 people, and people are sitting at the door right now saying, hey, I can't get in, right? Because you showed up on time for your future, for your success. So guess what? That strategy that I created from coding is now used worldwide. And it's so simple, a 5th grader can do it. Caleb started trading, Baby Pips started trading when he was in the 4th grade. In the 4th grade, I was on FaceTime with him, with Mr. Bean, my mentor, and we're talking about different things. And I sent Mr. Bean and Mrs. Bean a picture of us FaceTime, and he's showing me his results. He had a few losses, but he had a $1,200 win. So for the week, he ended with $700. Right? So a strategy so simple, everybody on here is going to be able to snatch profits. And I know I'm going to get in trouble in this. I know I'm getting in trouble in saying this because it's a family call, but everybody knows right now I have a saying, right? And my people who know that's on here, I have a strategy, 3 steps to profit. I love it, right? And they know I say it all the time, and I know I'm going to get yelled at by Ms. Bean. Push the damn button. That's how simple we're going to make it over here at Build, right? We're going to make it real simple. PBDB, right? They have the acronym, right? We're going to make it real simple. And I'm going to teach you guys how to PTDB, push the dang button, right? And that's what we're going to do here at Build. But we've got something even greater that's coming. That's not only great, but amazing. And it's been approved by the US government. Now that deserves some emojis in the chat. So guys, right now, real quick, guys, listen, how do you guys feel about something that's not only approved, but they're behind and that says, oh man, wait a minute. And I don't care what company you're in. This is going to be for you. And that's how excited I am about it. And a lot of people on this call said, Donnie, why did you choose Build International? The leadership. They had the fire and drive. I got a chance to meet the CEO. I got a chance to meet the founders, Mr. Pacheco, Mr. Navarro. I got a chance to meet JC. And when I met this team of leaders and company, they all had the same vision. It was about the people. It was about a product and service that we can offer to the individuals like you and I that says, you know what, these work. It's for them. And I love it. So right now, guys, if you're excited, you're fired up for this call, go ahead, write down in the chat and put down in the chat PTDB so I know I got your attention. PTDB so I know I got your attention. Because the next person's going to come up is somebody that I literally am like, guys, oh my God, I'm blown away by the individuals that we have on this team. And to be able to say, you know what, they're team members of mine, I am blown away. And this individual right now goes by the name of Roxy. And when I got to see her work, when I tell you, I was in awe as a trader, as an educator, I was blown away. Right? And when I seen how simplified she made it and how simplified Donnie Pips made it, I said, yo, that's my partner in crime. We have the Avengers team. And when everybody assembles, guess what? And when you're with the right team, our finishing moves, our power moves are even more explosive because our job is to get you to the bag, right? Our job is to get you to see your financial future is in your hands. And when I seen Roxy do her magic on a chart that's confusing and made it look like it was easy as putting together 1, 2, 3s, I said, yo, I'm right where I need to be. Guys, without further ado, I'm going to bring up the best woman in the business, the best woman in the industry, guys. Put some fire emojis in the chat for my partner in crime, my cohort. Listen, the leader of the Avengers, Miss Roxy. Roxy, you there, girl?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Donnie Pips.
There
Oh my
she is.
goodness. That's right. Partner is in crime forever. Now we're family, Donnie. We're not going anywhere. We're going to bring this whole family with us. Thank you so much for that introduction. And I mean, he said it best, right? I also seen how he trades and I was like, whoa, he made it so simple. Kidding me? His son is making money? Come on now. I mean, it couldn't be more simple, and I love his energy. Oh, I need to have your energy all the time, Donnie Pips. I love it. Thank you so much. And and first and foremost, also, I want to thank all the leadership as well in here thank you for putting this together. Thank you for all you do. I am so grateful to God for this platform, guys. You have no idea what this leadership is putting together for all of us. So I am truly honored to be here and really share something that really has changed my life, because when I say it's changed my life, it's changed my life. Okay, so a few years ago, about 7 years ago, I wanted something more. Okay, I used to be a paralegal, 9 to 5, making like $25, $30 an hour. Okay, at that time, yeah, it was decent, but decent. That's it. It was I was in the rat race. Go to work, get out of work, pick up my kids, and I became a single mom. Okay, I became a single mom. So I had to look for something out there that I knew that was going to give me time freedom. Why? Because I wanted to be more with my kids. I wanted to spend time with my kids. I didn't want to ask my boss if I could go to my kids' parents' conference, if they could give me an hour or two off, and I wanted to be able to provide that financial freedom to them as a single mom. So I knew they were watching me. And if I get a little emotional, sorry. I knew they were watching me. So I had to stay committed, guys. I had to understand not only how money is made, but how it works. Okay, and at the beginning, trading didn't make sense to me. You kidding me? I would look at those charts, they were so intimidating. I was like, what in the world? And I got introduced to this, and it was at a seminar, and I remember it was like maybe 100 people in there. And I was probably one of the only Latinas in there. And the course they were selling was $15,000. And I didn't have $15,000. So what? I was like, how am I gonna change the dynamics for my kids, for myself? And thanks be to God, I was able to negotiate that course to $8,000. But long story short, that is where my trading journey started. Okay. And
trading does not teach you just how to make money, guys. It teaches you so much about you. It teaches you how to be patient. It teaches you how to be disciplined. It teaches you how to have emotional control, because how you are in your real life on a day-to-day basis is how you're going to do when you're trading. So there's so much personal growth in trading that is insane. When I have these sometimes, mentees, and I right away could see their ways of being when I'm coaching them, So that's one of the things that I loved about trading. It wasn't just about the money, but who I was becoming as I was training. And then guess what, guys? I never, ever, ever went back to my 9-to-5 job again. Trading gave me true freedom. Okay, true freedom. That's what it has done for me. And that's what it could really do for you. Okay. I've seen women that I've coached leave their 9-to-5, quit their 9-to-5. I've seen women go from full-time to part-time. Okay, that to me is purpose. Yes, I've also taught guys too. But where are my ladies at though? Where are my ladies at? Put a fire in the chat. Where are my ladies at? Because this is such a male-dominated field and we need to change that. We need to change that. We know how to manage money. We know how to work money. So we need to change that. And this is why I am big on teaching women. I love teaching guys too, but I love teaching women. So trading has become literally a ministry of mine, empower others with skills, mindset, faith that will create generational wealth. Look at Donnie Pipp's son. Oh my gosh. If you don't do this for yourself, guys, if you have kids, do it for your kids. Do it for your family. I'm the first person in my family that ever knew anything about the stock market, that ever knew anything about trading. And now everybody knows. Now everybody knows, and that is purpose. Okay, that is generational wealth. Okay, so Build Academy, guys, is an online platform where the amazing Donnie Pips, and I am the future trader, guys. We literally have created something step by step that literally your daughter and your son could learn. Mr. Navarro came to me, he's like, make it as easy as if you were teaching your mom. So every time I'm on live training, I'm thinking about my mom, okay? I come from not zero money, but I come from no money. My mom was a housekeeper. So I keep thinking about, how could my mom understand this? Right? So like Mr. Donnie Pip says, doesn't matter what company, what age, where are you from, we've created something for all of you. Okay? You will learn what the first thing you're going to learn is how to leave your 9-to-5 if you don't want to be there. Put a one in the chat if you don't want to leave, you don't want to be at your 9-to-5 anymore, and you want that time freedom. You're going to learn strategies for short-term, mid-term, long-term, cash flow strategies, okay, that will create that. That's what literally kept me away from my 9-to-5. I learned scalping, okay, so that kept me from my 9-to-5. Okay, I was able to make what I used to make in an 8-hour shift in like 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. And then I had the rest of my day to spend with my kids or clean the house, whatever I had to do. And you will learn how to create passive income with trading styles like swing trading. You will learn how to create long-term, how to make 100% plus in your long-term holds. Stop giving, like Mr. Bean said earlier, these banks, they use your money to 10x your money. You 10x your own money. Don't let these banks use your money. You drive your vehicle. Don't let these other banks drive yours. You drive your own vehicle. So, sorry guys. Let me relax a little bit. The truth is that the world is changing, right? Yes, do we agree? AI, crypto, digital money, everything is shifting. So be in a position that you know how to understand money and you will always have an advantage. So trading gives you an edge. It gives you the confidence, it gives you the control, and it gives you the independence. And I think Mr. Bean said this too. You cannot pass down your job, but you can pass down your knowledge. So, and that's how we start creating generational wealth. So one of the things I realized that it first starts with believing in yourself, okay? You have to believe in yourself. No matter how intimidating it might look or you think this is not for you, this is for you. This is for you. And this is why the Build Academy is made for you. And like Pips and Mr. The whole world is going to want and is going to need. Okay, so make sure you are here towards the end. Okay, towards the end. So without further ado, I just want to say thank you so much again to all the leadership, Mr. Pacheco, Mrs. Pacheco, Mrs. Rangel, Mr. Rangel, Mrs. Bean, Mr. Bean. You know, proximity is everything. And one of the reasons why I'm with Build is also because of the leadership. My life had changed already, but my life has changed even more with being around these individuals that are not just great leaders, but they're God-fearing people. And that's really important to me because God-fearing people will do right for you, even though nobody's watching. And that's the kind of company you want to be with. That's the kind of company you want to grow with. Okay. I am super stoked to be in partnership with Donnie Pips. We're partners in crimes and we're here for you. Anything you need from us. So without further ado, this is what I have for you, and make sure you do this for you.
Awesome.
Back to you, Mr. Bean, the wall breaker, money maker. That is who he is for me. Thank you, Mr. Bean.
No problem. And I know this, guys. This woman has a huge heart, and I'm gonna just say right now, I know the Pachecos. They trust her dearly. She's teaching them how to trade. She's teaching the family members how to trade, the youth of the family members how to trade. But the movement that she has for women, guys, again, is going to be unstoppable, and I believe it's going to be unparalleled. Because when it comes to the nurturers, all women want to do is make sure that their households are taken care of, right? And so, Roxy, I appreciate you again for opening up, being transparent in this safe place. And guys, I'm just telling you, this is what it's about. It's about being with your family, being with people who really care about you and look at you for who you are and how much money they can make off of you. Okay. And so, with that being said, at the same time, guys, myself and Mr. Navarro, along with some of the other leads, we've been looking for different traders, and like I said, we turn traders down because it's about a person who represents the company, represents our goals, our dreams, and our vision, and people who we believe that we're going to bring in to the fold that's going to take care of our people. And we in one of the particular interviews, we had a chance to sit down with a gentleman, and we were thoroughly impressed. More impressed with him as a human being than him with his skill set. Okay, he has a hell of a skill set. Don't get it wrong. But JCL Lara Cuente is an individual. When we got off the phone, we couldn't stop talking about. Okay, he's an individual who he has a passion for people. He has a passion for teaching. He has a passion, for educating people. And he's one of those individuals. When we talk about singleness of focus and purpose, he's not going to get distracted. This is a gentleman who he had other offers on the table from other companies, just like Donnie did, and just like Donnie did, he came here because of who we are as a company, not how much money he can get us for, right? He had people who were, literally saying, "Hey, we'll pay you this, we'll pay you that," and he and I'll let him tell you, the rest of it. But he waited. He said, "I'm gonna sit here, and I'm gonna let the answer come to me." And when we had the conversation with him, he felt like this was the place, and I'll let him tell you why he felt like this was the place, and let him tell you what he brings to the table. So, guys, please help me introduce our newest trader that we are bringing on to our partners in Pips, Mr. JCL Lara Cuenta.
What's good, familia? Hope you're all doing amazing. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. For me, it's incredible. And based on what Samuel was saying right now, one of the most important things for me, if I'm gonna be looking at a company, is the dynamic of the leaders and the public. Like, I remember Samuel telling me, join this call. It was like the first call. I wasn't still like on the company. I just saw the call. I just was seeing like the dynamic and looking at the good energy people had with Samuel, how they like to be around him. And imagine all these years that he has been on the industry, because he has probably my age on years on the industry. So he's technically a legend, and we have a legend here with us. And I saw his dynamic with the public and how people connect with him and how people approach and the good energy they have. And that's one of the most important things for me, because nothing works if there's not good leadership, if there's not a good system or someone willing to help people like these people are actually doing. And that for me is very important. So my name is Yesiel Lara Cuenta. For those who don't know me, they call me Hustle Safe. So you can call me whichever you like. I'm good. I will reply on both. I've been trading for 8 years and a half. I started up when I was very young. I was working since I was 16, because I come from Puerto Rico, so we don't have like a good economy here. It's not normal, to have people with a good income here. Is average income is really low. And when I was younger, my mom passed away, so my dad he got bankrupt. So I had to work since a young age. I was working since 16, to be able to afford to save money for college, because I knew my dad wasn't gonna be able to pay college at that time. And I was working since 16. I was a pizza man. I used to make pizza on a pizza place, and I'm still the best though. I don't work anymore on pizza place, but nobody could beat my pizzas at that time. That time I was on my work. I was on college and looking on ways there should be a way on how to make it up or have something extra, which don't take me have 2 jobs or 3 jobs, because I tried to go to a private college, which was very expensive. So that's what I was working for years. And even if I have like the Pell, but I will have to still pay over it. So I needed or 2 jobs or 1 job and another complementary income that will not take too much time, and I can just start stacking up. And then I started looking on the internet. I was looking, for different ways. I started seeing job shipping. I started seeing a lot of things, but there was one that took me away and was trading, because I couldn't understand. And I was looking at like how this is possible. I started looking for traders, started looking for hedge funds, started reading about Wall Street, how much they do. I was like, these people just sit on a computer. They just sit on their phone. They be, looking at charts. How this is not amazing. I just fall in love instantly with the industry. I fell in love with it. So the first 3 years was horrible. Okay. Imagine me, young. I don't know. I don't have any resources. I'll be looking at YouTube videos. People be explaining nonsense. And I'll be, applying everything except nothing that works. So the first 3 years, I was losing money. Then after 2020, which I was still working at that time, that when the pandemic came, I just lost my job. And I was on a similar business like we guys, or like we are right now. Okay. Like you guys can create residual income. You guys can build up residual passive income with the company. And that saved me from having capital on trading when I lost my job on the pandemic. And from that moment on, obviously the first 3 years, that teach me a lot. That was my teacher, a really expensive teacher, because I couldn't finish college based on that. I lost my college money trying to become a trader. So not a financial advice. Please don't do that, guys. I will not recommend no one doing that, please. Just be wise, stack up money and, learn first their skill set. Don't do it how as I did it because it's a long process. It's a really long process. So you guys have like the blessing of starting with the right foot with Donnie, with Roxy, and of course, me now getting to know you guys and be able to help you guys on the process on futures and CFDs. So yeah, when after 2020, I started making like small amounts of money at that time. And I was complementing my residual with my trading. And I was, keeping up until I start stacking up. I start saving, start growing up because you will see trading starts small and starts getting bigger with the time. And once it start getting bigger with the time, you just gotta be wise and know where to invest. Currently, I have different businesses. I have different investments. I have been, building up my portfolio since a young age because based on the experience I saw with my dad with the bankruptcy, I promised myself I was gonna, be wise with decisions when I get to that point of investing and creating wealth. I know I could have bet on a lot of things. I know I could have done a lot of things, probably new money things, but I learned based on others people said and experience that if I do it right from the beginning, I can, try avoiding less of the mistakes. And it's not that I'm not gonna make mistakes, but I can avoid some mistakes. And that's how trading works also. So just trust the process, learn to win, learn to lose, learn to get break even. Sometimes not every day is gonna be the best day, but you're gonna be going up. Like you have to see this like the charts. You will see, for example, if you see the indices, NASDAQ, you will see that it goes up, has a correction, it goes up and has a correction. So, but long term, the trend is up. So you just gotta step forward, move step by step. And for me to help you all and to give you tools, I'm gonna be hosting up 2 boot camps, one on English and Spanish. So it's gonna be like the next 2 weekends. I wanna be able to help both of the publics, because my first language is Spanish, of course. But yeah, I mean, I'm willing to help everyone and every single person on the company. And I'm very grateful and very excited to what's about to come because this is the best model of business. You guys have everything in one single business, and it's mind-blowing because what do you need for trading? You need money, right? So you guys have a model, a really affordable model to create a good income and actually invest without touching your own money. So for me, that's how it was at first. Since the days I started on this type of businesses into this day that I still, always think on how can I start, or how can I keep it up, having always a money entering, but at the same time multiplying on the markets, because that's what's trading, a money multiplier, not a money creator, but a money multiplier. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much excited about it. I'm happy to be here and also very grateful with Samuel because in the short time I have been talking to him, looking how he works, I have learned a lot. I know why people follow him. I know why he has been so many years and he has been extremely successful in the industry. And those are the people. I'm very coachable. The first thing I said, Samuel, is, man, I don't feel like I'm a salesman or I have that talent like you guys have, but trust me, I'm getting to learn on that. I'm good with charts. But Samuel, man, he has taught me a lot in these couple of days that we have been working. I've seen him work, I've seen him move, and you guys are in good hands. So yeah, I can feel that and I can see how it goes. So yeah, Samuel.
Hey, well, I appreciate you. And guys, give him some love, guys. Give him some shouts out to, I mean, just show all kind of love for all of our, traders, guys. You just got a chance to meet Donnie. You got a chance to meet Roxy, who poured her heart out. And yeah, you got a chance to see, what a genuine individual looks like as well. Somebody who really cares about people. And he's not out here trying to impress you with a reputation or hype or anything like that. He's giving you actual, his whole entire journey, the good, bad, and ugly. And that's when you know that people cares. He's letting you know that if he can do it, you can do it too. And that's the thing about champions. A lot of you give champions too much credit. Okay, They look just like you, behave just like you, fail just like you, lost just like you. The only difference they did that you didn't do is they made a decision to make sure that didn't happen anymore. They made a decision to make sure they're going to take the next step to succeed, and then they're going to keep on doing it until they actually did. And you just one decision away. You just one step away, right? And so I'm extremely excited because at this point in time, right now, I get a chance to bring up, somebody. And by the way, not only did Jesse L say, "Hey, look, I'm not a salesperson. I just want to trade." Um, Day after he got started, guys, day after he signed his contract, he brought some people to the business and said, "Hey, look, these guys want to do solar. These guys want to do trading." And so now he's building his trading community as well. So not only is he going to be taking care of our community and helping you guys get to where you want to go, he's also building his own trading community now because people respect him and they see he's moving and they're asking him questions. So he's building his trading community organically, right? That's the power of reputation. And so he has a great reputation. He has a great name. And so he's bringing his name and his fame to build. And so speaking of build, guys, like I said, it would be any build without the CEO. And, this is an individual that, from top to bottom, everybody in the company would probably agree that this individual is a remarkable human being. And I like to give a lot of that credit to Miss Christina because I know she raised him well. But no, there's just two amazing people. But he has this dream, guys. Since I met him, he's always talking about smart money. And he's always talking about putting people in a position of financial empowerment. He's always talking about taking people's lives to the next level and making sure that, our children and our children's children are empowered financially. Had a conversation with him the other night, and I'm sitting in my car, and we're just talking about our families, talking about our futures, talking about our legacies, and how the next 5 years are going to be so special for everybody that's in our lineages. And so what I want to do right now is I want to introduce you to the person who spearheaded this entire movement, not just the Build movement, but this trading movement, none other than the CEO of Build Network, Mr. Winston Navarro.
Thank you, Mr. Bean. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Take it away.
All right, man. How was that for Saturday morning so far? Pretty exciting, right?
Project 300 is off the charts, man. We're on fire right now.
Fire. Thank you, Mr. Bean. Listen, I want to first and foremost thank you for spearheading this and really just grabbing the bull by the horns, I firmly believe that, the right people are coming together. And a lot of that is because of you, right? You introduced us here. We have the privilege of being able to work with Mr. Donnie Pibbs and Mr. Jesse L. And that's through you. So I want to thank you for that. Man, so happy Saturday morning, everybody. I am the wrong person to introduce this next product, this next service that we're about to roll out here, because as you guys already know, I don't get too excited, right, about anything, right? So I'm like, man, maybe I'm the wrong person. We need somebody with more excitement. But when you have a product that is so good, you don't need to hype it up, right? So you don't need hype behind it. So what you're about to see today, this next product that we're about to talk about, this next service, has been in the making for almost 4 years. 4 years in the making. I'm going to introduce the creator of the technology. If I told you the story, I wouldn't do it justice of how all this came about. But before I do that, what I want to do is I want to answer some of the questions that are going through your head right now. And you might want to write these down, right? So you don't forget because this is something that as you introduce other people to this, you can answer these questions for them. And when they don't ask, okay? So the first question is this, I've been through a lot of courses. I'm a compulsive course buyer. A lot of my friends actually, when they see stuff online, there's so many courses nowadays, right? Everybody's in the how-to because it's a very profitable place, industry to be in, right? So a lot of my friends, when they see a course on anything, they come and I'll get a text message. Hey, do you happen to have this course? Can I get access to it? And a lot of times I do. I share it, right? I share it with a lot of friends. So now you know I'm gonna get a bunch of text messages. So and I'm very curious about a lot of different things, because in my journey in trying to figure out like what I wanted to do, I wanted to at one point I tried to learn about a bunch of different things to kind of find my place, right? And then I ended up in the same place where I started, but that's okay. So I've purchased, and I actually pulled this out to show you guys. So since we're talking about trading, I'm going to show you probably the most expensive that I can remember. The most expensive course that I purchased was this one, actually. I don't know if you can see it there. So this is the Options Trader. You can't even make this stuff up because they don't even make these anymore. Check it out. So the Online Trading Academy, Options Trading. This was 2011 right here. I found it here in my artifacts section. So this is the options, but I took options, futures, forex, stocks, advanced stocks. This is before crypto even existed. So it was $21,000, and I can read charts with the best of them, but I'm a terrible trader. Yes, I am. I'll admit it. At least up until now, right? I haven't had the time to log in the mornings, but up until now, but I realized that, and you know what? At least I got to like check that box, check that off the list, right? This is the one more thing that I know that I'm not good at least until now, right? So $21,000 is what I paid for. That was after all the discounts. So they said, hey, it's $35,000 for all of our courses, all inclusive. And if you buy it today, you get a discount. It was $21,000. So, and that's just one of many courses that I've purchased, right? So when I say that the value and what we're bringing to the marketplace is there, it's definitely there. And you can go look it up. This company actually still exists today, and their pricing hasn't changed. So it might actually be more expensive now than it was back then. I think Mr. Bean just went to one of their seminars because I wanted him to hear the pitch and the pricing, right? Because it helps with your conviction and the way we're selling it and how we're selling it, and we're making it available to the public. So here are the questions that I mentioned. So the question number one is, do these people actually do what they teach? That went through a lot of your minds, consciously or subconsciously, right? Consciously or subconsciously, you said, do these people actually do what they teach, right? And let me tell you, yes, they do, right? Because we weren't going to add anybody to our educator panel or educator list that didn't actually do what they teach, right? There's a saying out there that says, if you can do, you do. If you can't do, you teach. But that's not true all the time. And I'll tell you what, specifically in the trading world, it's such a lonely sport that a lot of these traders actually do crave the interaction, right? It's just you and your computer, and some of these trading setups, some of these trades take a long time to develop. And what ends up happening is like sometimes it's like watching paint dry, right? You're like, okay, I know what I'm looking for, but it's not getting there. So it helps when you have a lot of people watching you, when you're actually teaching, it forces you to become better, right? So the best way to master something is to what? To teach it. So it actually helps them. And I don't know if you notice here, there's a common theme, common trend here, but we don't have any Wolf of Wall Streets on here. There are no hype Wolf of Wall Streets. Everybody here is down to earth. All of our educators, Mr. Donnie Pips, Mr. Jasiel, Miss Roxy, very down to earth human beings, right? Nobody's over the top, Wall Street-ish. So that was question number one. Question number two is, can I do this? Can I do this? Can you do this, right? So you're asking yourself, can you do this? So the cute answer is, you know, the salesy answer is whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Right? That's like the answer that a direct sales network marketer would give, right? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Now, the truth is that you won't know unless you try. You won't know unless you try. That's right, Abraham Lincoln. I thought it was Henry Ford, actually. I don't know. Somebody said it at some point, and I stole it. So, yes, you can. I've seen people over the years. I thought I was going to be a really good trader. Not going to lie, right? But then again, I always go in very confident to everything that I do. So I thought I was going to be a really, really good trader. Because I walked into the room and I said, man, if that person, I'm one of those guys, right? If they can do it, I can do it. But it turns out that I don't like to lose. Same reason why I'm not a good gambler. Same reason why, you know, when I go to Vegas, I go there to eat and to watch shows but I don't go there to gamble. I don't go to Vegas to gamble. I think in the last 10 times I've been to Vegas, it's been for business. So I don't, you know, most of the time I'm there for business. So yes, you can. So the question is, can you do this? Yes, you can. Right, but you won't know unless you try. So give it a shot, because you never know. When I walked into some of those rooms, I was like, man, there's no way. Like, this person doesn't have the education. This has nothing to do with education, by the way, or formal education. This one has everything to do with mindset, right? It has everything to do with mindset. Trading is a mindset. You do have to learn the rules of the game. You do have to learn, you know, how to read the charts. It helps. Right? Because at the end of the day, one of my trading mentors said, look, it's a 50-50 chance that when you enter the trade, it either goes for you or against you. Right? Market never stays still. It's going to go for you or against you. So right out of the gate, you have a 50-50 chance. Right out of the gate. If you have unlimited sources of money and capital, you can double down every single time it goes against you. And as long as you get one good trade, you can make money. Right? So there are strategies where that you can implement that put you at way more than 50-50, right? I don't know exactly what the number is, but I would guess that, you know, Mr. Donnie, Ms. Roxy, and Mr. Jaziel don't have a 50-50. Trust me, with their analysis that they do and the charting and all of that other stuff they look at, it's not 50-50. So yes, you can do it. And if not, figure out whether you can or can't. And we even thought about that. Right. So for a lot of people, this next section is going to be very important for all of our friends that are like me, right, that didn't turn out to be good traders. And also for a lot of people, this next section here that we're getting into is going to be very important, because a lot of times life gets in the way when it comes to trading. Right. Yes or no? Yes, not yes. Life gets in the way. We're all busy. I get it. I have kids. Right? I have kids. We have to drop them off at school. The market's open. For you East Coast people, you're lucky, right? But the market opens after you drop off the kids at school. But for us West Coast, you know, we got to wake up early. We got to get ready. So life gets in the way. Let's just put it that way. Right? So we've thought about that and we've addressed it, and you're about to get introduced to something that can help you with that. But the last question is this: can we really compete with the big boys? Because when people think of you know, Wall Street and trading, you think of the guys over in New York and Chicago, and the truth is that 30-40 years ago, the answer would probably be no, right? Unless you were like Mr. Donnie Pips and you put on your Timberlands and your hoodie and you walk by Wall Street and you ask somebody to teach you. The chances of you competing back then, when most of the trading was happening in person in the pits, in these trading pits, the answer would have been no. But nowadays, like Ms. Roxy said, the world is changing, and you guys have heard me say that like over and over and over again. You're gonna get tired of me saying it, but I'm gonna like drill it in your head. It's true. The world is changing, and it's changing really, really fast, right? So, and right now with AI, even faster. So the answer is yes. right? Not just because of AI. It's already been, it's already been a good 20 years. I'm still stuck in the 2000s. No, more, 30 years, 25 years since trading went online, right? So now trading goes online. Now it's available to the public. You're actually going to get to hear from our president a little bit later, Mr. J.C. Rangel, and he'll tell you how he introduced over 100,000 people in his organization to trading, and this is, over a decade ago, right? So this has been available, and it's now becoming more mainstream than ever. And I believe that now with algorithmic trading, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can look it up. Algorithmic trading now accounts for 80%, 75 to 80%, depends on who you believe, but 75 to 80% of all trades on Wall Street are taken by a machine. And we have access to a lot of these machines now, right? So anyway, so yes, so the answer to that question is yes. The AI is leveling the playing field. Technology, just in general, is leveling the playing field. Now, do they have more information? Now the answer used to be yes, but now, all information is accessible. So yes, we can compete with AI. So that leads me to the introduction here of a really, really good friend of mine, guys. This is someone that I've known for, since 2023, so 12 years, going on 13 years. I met him when I was doing another company, direct sales company, and he came to one of our events at the LA Convention Center. We had a few thousand people there, and he was impressed, by the whole spectacle of the event, and we stayed friends throughout. Actually, I reconnected with him when he left his first coding boot camp, and coming out of his first coding boot camp, he started coding an app for me, and he's become an amazing app developer. And a couple of years ago, he called me. I don't know if he remembers, but he called me, and it was like in the middle of the night, right? So I answered the phone, and I thought something happened, and he says, "You know what? I figured it out." I'm like, "This better be important." It was like 4 a.m. He goes, "Figure what out?" He goes, "I figured out why this whole trading with direct sales, network marketing is really not working out." And I said, "Well, why?" And he says, "It's because people aren't actually taking the trades." Right? I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, a lot of these traders are actually really good, and they're sending out signals for people to take trades. But a lot of times, like we said, life gets in the way, right? You're dropping off the kids, or you're asleep. You're asleep. A lot of times you're asleep at the time when they're sending out the trades, or you're driving, or you're cooking, or you're whatever, right? For whatever reason, people are just not taking the trades." And I said, "Okay." He says, "So, I want to build a solution for that problem, right? Which is people not taking the trades." So what I said at the time is, "Okay, Steven," I said, you're not the only one to have identified that problem. The challenge is that, regulatory and compliance is going to be a challenge." I said, and here's what I said. I said, if you're going to do it, if you decide that you're going to do it, just make sure that you do it right? That you ask the right questions, that you consult with the right attorneys, and do it right. That's what I just said. Do it right. Make sure that you go 100% of the way when it comes to compliance, as opposed to what most people do is just 50% of the way. I said, so do it right, in a nutshell. And he did. It's taking a long time, and we've watched it, I think, 4 years, and almost 4 years. He'll tell you exactly when. And before I bring him up, let me make sure that he actually made it on the Zoom, because he didn't log in right away, and we maxed out at 300 right away. So
we got him.
I'm in.
All right, he's in. So the start of the show, we didn't make sure that we let him in the stadium before we close the doors, but he's here. So without further ado, I want to introduce my friend and the creator of this Omni application, Mr. Steven Mata.
Hey everybody, good morning. Absolutely.
You made it on.
Yeah, made it on. I got got a shower in time, so all good, all good. But yeah, we spent a long night last night just getting out some more updates, for this launch, guys. So thank you so much, everybody, for hopping in. Absolute pleasure to be on with you all. Yeah, I've known Wences now. What did you say? 13 years, roughly?
I think you were going on 13. It was in 2013.
Yeah, we're going on 13 years here, and yeah, Wentz is a really good friend of mine. Man of integrity. That's one of the reasons why I've been wanting to work with him for the longest time, on this project, and I'm happy to say we finally, made it there now. And in a second, guys, I'm gonna share my phone screen, and we'll go through, the application, and we'll also give an opportunity to answer any questions you have. But I want to address a couple key points that Wences said prior to bringing me on. He mentioned, one of the key problems is life, right? We all live very diverse, right, complex lives, and we can't always be on our phone 24/7, or it's very difficult juggling kids, juggling work, and then also learning trading, right? Those are all, again, a bunch of variables that we all have to deal with. And again, a lot of those things keep us and prevent us from really participating in this world of trading. So that's the first problem. The next thing is this is, Wentz has also made a point that AI, the prevalence of AI now, we're seeing a boom now in all these AI-based trading systems, trading algorithms. So the next question is, okay, that's great, but what does that mean for the everyday person? How do you make that available to the average person, right? Because I've seen these systems, right? I've seen people try to share with me their EA, their trading strategy, and it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to get connected and work with these algorithms. It's a very complex system. And I can't imagine sharing that, with my dad, my mom, my sister. They would have no idea how to get set up, right? It's complex. So how do we make it simple so that the everyday person can participate and use these, new systems, these new trading systems that are being developed every single day, right? So, and those were the problems we aimed to fix. But one of the biggest ones that we aimed to fix was how do we do this in a way where it's compliant and safe? Okay. So again, let me say it again, compliant and safe. Because in this space, or in this world of trading, there are solutions out there that exist, but the problem with a lot of these solutions is they're not compliant, right? They push you to, entities and brokers that, again, they should not be pushing you to, that are not regulated, that are not going to keep your money safe, right? So we took the time and energy to forge the right relationships, the right partnerships, to make sure that we put you in a position where you can be safe, right? And work with the entities that are regulated, right? And that you can just, like I said, not have to worry and wake up in the middle of the night one day wanting to make a withdrawal request and your money's not there. Okay. So again, compliance and safety were the two biggest things. And we spent the past several years working on that and getting that done. And like I said, I'm happy to share with you guys, again, what we built. And again, Wences will talk about this some more, but we're also happy to let in the first, 100 customers into the platform as well. So let me go ahead and share my phone screen here. Let me go ahead and share my whole screen, actually. So you guys can get a quick glimpse of all the code behind the scenes here. So hold on. Let's share my whole screen, desktop. Okay, now let me share my phone screen. Give it a second here. Okay, so once I can't see the comments now. Actually, let's do this, guys. I'm gonna reconnect my phone, Wences. Let me do that.
Because too late. They just copied the code and now there's
copied all of it.
Of this.
They copied all of it. All right, let me see this, guys. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if I can connect via QuickTime. 1 second, guys, because this new update, Mac OS update, is not letting me share my screen. So 10 seconds, guys. Just gonna do QuickTime. 10.
Now you guys see why you wanted to make sure you're here and to be a part of the opportunity to be a part of the first 100. 200, you're going to be with regret. 100, you're going to be very, very happy.
All right, guys, I am back. I am just connecting my phone now via cable here. So let's go and do QuickTime. And guys, thank you for your patience. I appreciate it.
We've been waiting 4 years. We can wait another 30 seconds.
There's all right, perfect. Yep. All right, connecting this. Here we go. All right, screen. Let's do this. Okay. Share my screen. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's popping up. Okay, perfect. So let's share this now. Awesome. All right, guys. Now I can see the chat as well. Can I get some sevens in the chat if you guys can see my phone screen? Sevens in the chat, please, if you see my phone screen. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, guys. So right there, adjacent to the Robinhood application is the Omni app. Oh, it got disconnected. Hold on. This cable's being wonky. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I may have to connect from my phone. 1 second here. And guys, again, thank you for your patience here.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yep, all good. Let's reconnect QuickTime. I'm putting the cable on the table so it doesn't disconnect here. And we're recording. Here we go. Sigma's iPhone. All right, now we should be good. Okay, now I think we're stable. All right, perfect. Okay, so let me reset here, guys. So, yep. So adjacent to the Robinhood app, you see the Omni application to the right. So again, like Winston was saying, this app has been in development now going on 4 years, roughly. So if we click on it, we'll go ahead and jump on in, and you can see
Screen's
here.
not sharing yet.
Oh, it's not? Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Now we're good. Okay, so all right, let's go ahead and hop into the application here. Okay, so boom. Okay, you know what? It's disconnecting. Once I'm going to connect from my phone, okay? Let me do that. Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay, hopefully it stays this time. Okay, so here we have the application. So this is what it looks like, guys, to have an account fully set up. So you can see here, I have my account. If I scroll down, you can see I have multiple trading strategies connected. I scroll down farther, you can see any active trades you have open, any closed trades. You see your safeguard, and you see your connected broker. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now in a second here is I'm actually going to disconnect from this account and show you guys the experience of getting fully set up and into the system. Okay, so let me go and disconnect here, this account. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and reset together. Everybody still see this?
Yep, we see it.
All right, perfect. So awesome, guys. So the way this is going to work is you're going to receive an invitation. Come on, cable. There we go. 1 second here, guys. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, okay. So the way this will work is you're going to receive an invitation to join Build Network. Okay. And with that invitation, you're going to be brought into this private environment, right? Where you can do a few things. And those things include connecting your broker account. Okay. And we're going to be sharing with you, and there's an option in the app to open up your broker account. So that broker within the app, there's a broker, TastyFX, that we're working with. So that's the broker you're going to be able to open up your account with for US regulated customers. Okay. But let me show you how simple it is to connect your broker account. Okay. You simply tap connect broker. You're going to connect a live or a demo. Let's go in. In this case, I have this one right now for a demo account. Pick the server. And all you're simply going to do is copy and paste your credentials from the broker into Omni. That's all you're going to do. So let me do that right now with you guys. Let me copy, paste that in. Let me get the password as well. Let me copy, paste that in. Hold on 1 second. Let me copy this, paste, hit next, hit connect, and you're done. That's it. You guys can see right there in a matter of literally a few moments, you got connected to the broker, okay? And then from there, you're going to connect to a strategy. So Build is offering a variety of strategies, okay? So there's going to be what, Wednesday? How many strategies that you guys are going to offer to start off?
To start off, it's going to be like, let's say 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Before we had the rest of them.
Okay, perfect. So again, guys, you're gonna have all these strategies here. If you click on a strategy, you'll be able to go in, see recent results, long-term, MyFX book, and some other details as well. Okay. So for the first 100 guys, this upcoming week, long-term results, we're gonna have an update probably around Tuesday, Wednesday. You'll be able to see that natively in the app, but you'll be able to click on MyFX book and see the third-party auditing that we have. So the reason why we have that, guys, internal metrics along with MyFX book or FX Blue or any of these other third-party platforms is a matter of integrity and auditing, right? So anytime you want to ask or confirm if the data we're showing in the app is real, we always have, like I said, a link to one of these third-party auditing platforms where you can see and verify all the data. Okay, so let's go back. But now again, the thing I want to show you guys is how simple it is to connect to one of these strategies. So again, there's no third-party software you have to download. There's no like 20, 30 steps. It's literally, see that button says add. I hit that button, I accept, and boom, it's now attached. That's it. That's all I have to do. Okay, super simple. Now we'll show you the next step, which is set your safeguard. So we have a built-in feature called Safeguard, which is essentially equity protection. You set how much of your account as a whole you want to risk. Okay, so let's say it's 30%, right? So boom, now that that's set up, I tap save, and boom, I'm now set up. And in this final step, you can activate your account, right? Or turn on autopilot. So if I tap turn on, that switch right there automatically flips on and I'm good to go. Now, every trade that this strategy executes, my account will mirror in real time. Okay. So whether it's opening a trade, closing a trade, taking a partial, you name it, your account will mirror that. Okay. So the thing I want to talk about next is control. So this is not a black box where you just will go in, open up your account with the broker, and you have no idea what's going on. At all times, you are fully in control and aware of what's going on. And that's the beauty of this being an app, is because we send you real-time notifications of what is happening with your account. We let you know when the trade is open. We let you know when your account, there's high risk. We give you the ability here with the switch, you can see, to turn on and off trading. So if I say, hey, I don't want to trade anymore, I want to pause for this week, I'm going on vacation, boom, it's off. Okay. Let's say you want to turn it back on, boom, back on. All right. At all times, you can see your active trades. Right now, the market's closed right now, Saturday, so there's going to be no active trades in here. Okay. But you can see, again, all the trades would be here. You also have the ability with those trades directly in the app to close them yourself. So this is not something where you see a trade, let's say it's, in profit, right? And you're like, you know what? Hey, I want to close it out and secure those profits. You can close it out yourself. You don't have to wait for the master account to do that, right? You can do it yourself. You always have that control, and you always will see at all times how much risk you currently have at all times in real time. Okay. So full transparency for you. Now, also, again, close trades, there's no close trades in this account. Be able to see your entire history here. And then at any time, you can always update your risk settings. You can say, hey, I don't want, my safeguard to be set at 30%. I want to drop it down to 20. And boom, that's set now. Okay. Again, always in control, always transparent with you guys. And now let's look at this. Let's go back to here, strategies. You can see I have one strategy connected. Well, let's say I wanted to add another one. I tap add, and again, just like the first one here, I tap add, accept, and boom, on my account like that. Now, let's say I wanted to remove one. Well, it's not complicated either. I simply tap remove, and it's off my account. Again, no crazy steps. There's no, nothing is, like I said, everything here is 1 or 2 steps, everything, right? With simple language. Again, if you want to add on the strategies, just let's add this one now. Accept, boom, on the account. And if I don't remove it, boom, it says right there, remove strategy. Nothing complicated at all. Okay. So now, guys, like I said, we're rolling this out now, guys. This is officially being rolled out now. One more thing I do want to touch upon is, you notice here at the top, guys, says account 1. we also allow you guys to connect multiple broker accounts. Okay. So you can pick and choose how you want to diversify. You can have one account that has, let's say, high risk strategies. You can have another account that has more moderate to low risk strategies. Again, that's up to you. That's your choice. But again, you can come in and connect multiple broker accounts if you want and customize the settings for each account and have full transparency and full control of how your accounts operate. Okay. So guys, any questions? Any questions? Because I think it's a good part here where I'd rather have more time here to answer questions because yeah, I think like I said, there's a lot I can get into, but I'd rather answer the questions that you guys have. Let's see here. Let me go in the chat. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what kind of strategies in particular? So that's going to be a question for build for Winston and the team to answer for those strategies. So let's see here. How to control lot size. So let's start here. Okay. So with these strategies, I'll start with that one, lot sizes. So the risk per strategy is dependent upon the settings of that strategy. Okay. So some of the strategies allow you to come in and set whatever risk you want, right? So you can say, hey, I want to do no more than 1% per trade or a micro lot on a trade, right? Some strategies allow you to do that. Other strategies, they have a system that if you opt into it, you have to follow their system, right? Again, that's if the strategy has that. So for example, let's look at this one here, Vision Quest. So this one has rules here. So you can see here, it tells you, all right, if I accept this strategy, this is how it's going to place, this is what the risk is going to look like per trade, right? So again, that's how this is going to work. So a lot of the strategy, I think most of the strategies we build are going to have, like I said, these predetermined risk settings. So if you opt in, you're going to follow the settings of that strategy. Okay. And again, before you accept it, we will always show you what those settings are. Okay. So is this both Android and iPhone? Yes, it is both Android. Yeah, both Android and iOS. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Will there be a charge for outside of the build community within the build community? Allowing USS to trade. Let's see here. What is the minimum amount needed to open an account? So that's going to be dependent upon the strategy. Okay. So some strategies will have will have a relatively low balance requirement to use the strategy. Others will have higher balance requirements. So when you go to connect the strategy, that detail will be there. Right now in my version, I actually have that part of it commented out for some reason. But when you go to connect the strategy, it'll show you in the UI, hey, if you want to connect this is going to require, X amount of dollars in your account to use this one. So that'll always be visible to you as well.
Steven, okay. There's a question that keeps coming up here. Yeah. Can you control the lot sizes?
So again, as far as you controlling the lot sizes, again, there's some strategies that will let you do that, right? And others that if you want to use that strategy, you have to follow the rules of that strategy. It just depends on the strategy, right? Yeah. Because here's the problem with that, guys. Depending on a certain strategy, some are more aggressive than others, right? And you have a lot of people who are beginners who are coming to the space. So some people who are beginners coming in, if you just give them the ability with certain strategies to set whatever risk they want, that presents a lot of problems, right? And again, it depends on the strategy. So we as a company, we don't set that. That's up to really the person who's providing the strategy. They set those rules. And again, some strategies will have rules that if you want to use it, you have to follow those rules, right? And others where they let you set the risk that you want to set. So again, it depends on strategy. Okay. So let's see here. Next one. From profit or loss. Okay. Can be multiple accounts of same broker or different brokers. Okay. So up here, so it could be multiple accounts with, different brokers. So for example, you have an account potentially with, broker A and broker B. So it can be different brokers. So it's again, with the platform, the way we built it behind the scenes, it can work that way, right? To have multiple broker accounts. Let's see here. Is the app actually available now? Yes, it is available now. but we're only going to be letting in the first 100 right now, guys. So Wences and the team can expand upon that. We're going to, like I said, have this first week. We're going to go in maybe 1 to 2 weeks. We'll see, but we're only going to cap it, right? And then go from there. Okay. Where does it show if you're in profit or loss? So again, this chart right here, this will show, again, your real-time equity, free margin, profit, loss. It shows your balance in real time. So it's all here. That's all that data is here. And then again, when you have active trades, you'll be able to go in and see those active trades, Kim, at any time. And the data here is updating in real time. So literally every second, the data updates in real time, showing you what your profit or loss is, the live prices of the trade you're in, all that stuff. So again, it's all updating in real time. Okay. Let's see here.
Steven, can you show like on one of those strategies, like the description, one of the ones that are there now?
Yeah, let me do this right now. So hold on 1 second here. So let's see here. Let's go into overview. Oh, so hold on. Let me actually go long term. Hold on 1 second. Let me run a new build for you guys so you can see this.
Well, let me. I think this will help answer a lot of these questions.
Yeah,
Mr. Donnie Pips, if you're on here and you're able to get on, some of these are very specific to the trading strategies. So since one of the strategies is going to be Mr. Donnie Pips here, I think I want to ask him. Some of these questions are specific to that. How much do you need? All of that. Sir Donnie, are you on here? I didn't ask.
I am, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. What's up, everybody? How we doing? How is that, guys? That's amazing. Give me 1 second here. We're simply changing locations. But guys, listen, imagine having Donnie Pips or the E3 strategy at your fingertips, right? And here's the best part about this. You don't need to be on the same broker. Don't care what broker you're on. This is not a broker-specific app. This is a worldwide app that's going to allow you guys to connect to the best strategies, best traders in the world, right? Donnie Pips. So let's talk about one of the strategies. Strategies is for beginners, okay? Real minimum risk, 1 to 2% risk with a high risk reward ratio, all right? What do I preach every day on Coffee and Charts? What to freedom? Put it in the chat if you know. 20 pips to freedom. You guys see my shirt, right? You see the shirt I have on. It says freedom for a reason. That's why I got this shirt on for Wentz right now. 20 pips to freedom. Imagine you guys connecting to Donnie Pips, and every time on Coffee and Charts, I'm telling you, take a trade. But guess what? Now, Omni is doing it for you. How does that sound? That's what it's like. And then you also have the ability to go into the app and close out the trade yourself, right? So as the trade is running, the trade's going to move you into a stop profit, right? But you say, you know what? I'm okay with 20 pips. I'm going to close out the trade. The Omni app will allow you to do that. You have complete control of the strategy that you are trading on. How's that sound? Does that clarify exactly what you're able to do? So you simply see the strategy, right? And Mr. Navarro is going to go over the strategies we have here at Build Network. You're going to be able to connect to that strategy, and you're going to be able to watch your money grow. And here's the best part about the Omni app, guys. You're going to be able to have a link, right? And you have mom and dad. You've got your sister. You've got Tony over in Texas, right? Tony wants to make a little bit extra money, and he's not sure what to do, but he wants to watch his money grow. You're going to be able to send Tony a link that says, hey, here, Tony, here you go. This is what I'm a part of. And Tony's going to be able to sign up on his phone in those 3 easy steps. Dude, and guess what? No matter what company they're in, what they're doing, they're going to be able to be a part of the Omni app. I hope that answered the question, Mr. Navarro.
Yes, sir. Yes. So one question in particular that I wanted to answer is, how much money would somebody need in an account, in a broker account, to be able to trade your strategy?
I always tell people 250 is a good starting point, right? You own your own LLC. Think of your trading account as your own LLC, okay? $250 is a great starting point.
So $250,000, right?
No, sir. $250. They're not ballers like you, sir.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, there you go.
$250.
Yeah. Yeah, and just so you know, a lot of these strategies are going to have different requirements, and you're going to get to see the information, right? Like the win-loss ratio, the drawdown, all of that information will be available to you before you make the decision on which strategies to choose. So we're going to get into pricing. We're going to get into all of that right now. So Steven, you back on here?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was muted. I'm here. There we go.
Okay. So yes. So one thing that I wanted to address also, Stephen, is that based on the KYC, right? So
Yes.
when they download the application, which is going to come out, it's a link that you'll get to click on. As a matter of fact, I think for the first 100 is going to be a little bit different, but eventually it'll be a link. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the KYC is going to determine what brokers are approved in your jurisdiction, right?
Yeah, so the way this works, guys, so let me talk about this real quickly. So again, we're doing this, like I said, this first 100 intentionally to make sure we do things the right way, right? This is not really a tech thing. This is more of a, compliance and scaling conversation, right? Because the tech's ready to go. We're ready to go, and we're trying to make sure that through and through we do things the right way. So one of the things I didn't show you guys that we have in the app is we have full-on KYC in the app, okay? So a customer comes in, and it literally takes 30 seconds, guys. You just scan your face, scan your ID, and then right then and there, it'll return, what jurisdiction you're in. And then from there, we determine, what level of functionality, or rather what you get access to, right? So that's how that works inside the application. So, but yes, that's all present. And again, we're going to, just like I said, for this first, week or so, again, we're working with Wences to figure out what that timeline is going to look like. But for this initial batch, like I said, we'll get you in, make sure everything's good, make sure everything from the compliance standpoint is good to go. And then from there, just start to scale.
Yes, sir. Okay. So now let me see. There's a lot of questions on here. Does the master account vary based on the strategy? Is another one that I saw in here.
Yeah, each strategy has its own account. Yeah, it's its own master account, if that's what they're asking.
Yep. So yes, to answer that, I hear a lot of the same question. Yes, the app is available. And then Steven, I see the Android question as well here. For those that are stuck in the past here. Yes, Android will be available when?
Android's available now.
Available now. Oh, there you go.
Now it's both, guys. It's both.
So let's see.
Let's see here. I'm actually going to make things easier for everybody. I'm going to post a link to the app for everybody. And they can, on that link will open up to App Store or Play Store. And then again, once I'll let you, with the team, share the codes with everybody so they can get in.
Sounds good.
Let me do that right now.
Everybody or 100?
That's up to you guys. That's up to you guys. But let me get the link here. And then I'll share it with Wences, Sam. I'll share it with you guys right now.
Thank you.
Copy this link. Wences and Sam, let me find you guys. And then Donnie as well. I think I shared it before, guys, but I'll share it again right now. There we go. Okay. Wences and Sam, you guys, and Donnie, you should have that link. So share with who you want to share with. That'll automatically pop up a page where it'll let them choose if they want to open up the App Store or the Play Store.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think we're ready here. It's a Saturday, so we don't want to keep people too long on here.
Yep.
So can you stop sharing your screen, Steven?
Yep, for sure. There we go. Perfect.
And we're gonna have plenty of Q&A sessions and trainings. I do see the question about trainings and onboarding. It's simple enough where I think, when you download it and you go through the prompts, it doesn't really let you make a mistake, right? So I think it'll be simple enough. A lot of these questions is because you can't download it now. Well, you can, but it's going to take you nowhere. So we will provide that link. So now what we want to do next. So thank you, Stephen. We'll take it from here.
Awesome.
Guys, show Steven some love in the chat, guys. Give him some emojis in the chat. Let's go.
All right. So, right now, you ready, Mr. Navarro, to shift gears?
Sure.
Awesome. Well, guys, again, like you just heard Donnie said it, guys, show him some love, show the app some love, show the CEO some love, show this opportunity today some love, guys. This is one heck of an event so far. And like Mr. Navarro said, guys, we're going to actually now give you guys an opportunity to hear from the president and also one of the co-founders, Mr. Pacheco, at the moment, to get some reflections and get their stories and what they're seeing and what they're excited about as well. So, El Presidente and Senor Pacheco, hit the lines, please, if you can.
Campeón, ¿cómo estás, Sam?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bendecido, campeón. Blessed and highly favored, my friend. Super excited about everything that's going on here, man, as everybody else is.
Man, that's awesome. Well, I know you've been chomping at the bit to really get into this thing and bringing. You've been bringing people to the table as well. So let them know what you're seeing, bro. Give them some what you're experiencing right now, what you're hearing out there in these trading streets.
Absolutely. By the way, I'm getting in my car, so you might lose me for a second while it connects to my Bluetooth. But give me a thumbs up that you can hear me, okay, brother?
Gotcha.
Okay, great. In the trading streets, that's right. I caught that too, Daniel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we packed out the lines immediately, and this is just a beginning. I feel like this is a cheat code, and Mr. Navarro and I have talked about this in the past, right? That when you combine trading with network marketing, it's a bit of a cheat code. And very often you guys hear me when I'm doing the presentations or when I'm doing the trainings. By the way, I'm at my son's jiu-jitsu private class right now. So he's in there training. I came in here and I'm on my glasses listening to the whole thing. But what I'm saying is when you often hear, for example, people introduce me, one of the things that we talk about is that the biggest team that I personally have ever built is 120,000 people. Guess what we were selling? We were selling trading services, network marketing with trading. That's the biggest team I've ever built. Till this day, that team is still going on with that company. Won't get into the reasons why I ended up leaving that company, but it's a good company. I wish them well, right? But my point that I'm getting to, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is a very powerful combination, because here that I coined in 2014 when I started in the network marketing industry with trading. I coined it. This is the only service that I have seen where legally you can make money being a part of the company without selling and without recruiting. Think of what I just said. Somebody could come in here, have no success with selling anything or recruiting anybody, and they can make money by being a member, by being a customer. That is very, very powerful. And we built a huge organization that till this day, that organization lives on. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what company you're talking about. No company can touch our compensation plan. We've got the dual team residual with a team of 12 people that half of them can be given to you, right? You're making $250 per month, right? And you could, by the way, you're going to be able to do it with less people very, very soon because of the new services that are coming in. With the coded bonus that pays to unlimited levels, with the 10 generation check match. We are the best kept secret in this industry. We will be the next boom in this industry. Mark my words. I've been in this industry 24 years. I've been a part of two of the big booms, the coffee boom and the trading boom. But we are not just a trading company. And one of the keys to be successful in network marketing, especially in 2025, ladies and gentlemen, is you've got to be international. We are currently in 40 plus countries. Soon we will be in over 70 countries. And I'll tell you this much, people outside of America are, and this is not a knock to us in America, but people outside of America are more hungry for opportunities than people in America. They have less opportunities. So when they get opportunities like this, guess what? They are excited. People in South America need $500 per month to go full time. Does that make sense? So when you look at all the stars that are aligning, people could be in Europe, be with us because of our trading services, because of our travel services, but they've got teams in America and they're overriding our essential goods services, right? We've got something very special. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I just want to tell you, listen, I've seen this movie before. And rarely is a sequel better than the original, but this time the sequel will be better than the original because we are not a Me Too company. We're not just a trading and travel company, right? With our essential services here in America, we've got people making full-time incomes just with getting customers, right? So even if somebody doesn't focus on that, they focus on the trading, they focus on what we've got, they're still going to override all these sales. We are not a Me Too company, and we're going to show this to the world. So I'm excited. My recommendation is buckle your seatbelts. My recommendation, ladies and gentlemen, is if you don't invest time and money into this business, you better invest in some hinges because we are going to blow the doors off the hinges, okay? This is going to be amazing. I'm ready to run. I'm at your disposal. Even though I am the president of the company and co-founder, I am treating this like a business. My wife is building a business. My brothers are building a business, right? We are going to blow the roof. We're going to blow the doors off the hinges, and we are the best kept secret in the industry. Remember that. We're the best kept secret in the industry. Look at how many people showed up, and we're just getting started. And you guys have already seen the results. You guys already seen Donnie Pips, how amazing he is. We know how amazing Roxy and Yusel. We've got good. It's not just good traders. It's good human beings that we've got. Look at who our VP of sales is, Mr. Sam Bean. Everybody loves this guy. Okay, like we've got great people. We put people first, and I do believe that we can bring on good people that are good humans and at the same time great at what they do. I have an abundance mindset, and that's what we're attracting. We've proven that that is what we're attracting. So lastly, I'll finish with this. Amazon started with books. That's what Amazon started with. We started with solar. We have evolved. We evolve, things evolve, industries evolve, companies evolve. We have evolved. We are an international network marketing company with the 3 T's: trading, travel, tech. And we're going to go and blow the doors off the hinges. That being said, Mr. Bean, I'm going to give it back to you.
Man, I appreciate that. And like you said, man, right now, guys, this is not Me Too. This is when we launch this thing, it's going to be We Too. Like everybody is coming on board. Everybody's excited about this thing. Like you said, we had 300 on from the start. People were cramming. We had 2 Facebook accounts go live. One for the company, Build HQ. The other one's in PIP University. And speaking of PIP University, guys, we're converting the PIP University group to the actual trading group for the company. So you guys will actually have access to, again, a lot of the live trainings that are going on, like the ones that we have for free. You know, the trade lab, the free trainings that we had, the boot camp trainings that we had, and you'll use that, that group as in an actual ATM. So the people who you have that'll be on the fence, they'll get a chance to actually see, what we have to offer. And every time we go live, we have presentations that are being set to go just for trading alone. So in that group, you'll have nothing but trading presentations going. So now they will actually have the opportunity and ability, as guests to watch those presentations. And guess what? It's going to be like an automated drip campaign. So while you're working and building your trading community and building on your skill, that actual group is going to be helping you build your organization and helping those people get their questions answered. So speaking of a person who's made a lot of money, because when you solve a lot of problems for people, you make a lot of money, right? And so the person who I want to introduce right now is, again, Mr. Pacheco, who I got a lot of respect for as well. Individual who's built massive organizations globally, who's made millions of dollars, actually made 7 figures in a month at one point. And when I say people around the world are now looking at what we're doing, he's, as of late, has had events at his home, multiple events with over 100 people in the room because of what we have our hands on. So we're not just talking about it, guys, we're building something special. So Mr. Pacheco, the floor is yours, sir.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están todos? Les saluda Dani Pacheco, aquí de California.
Estoy Samuel Bean. Come on, man, let's do it.
No, I am super, super excited, guys, because everything that we just talked about, guess what? We get to do it in Spanish too. And we've been starting to do the presentations. We've done a few Spanish presentations on Zeta. We've done a few Spanish presentations, giving them a sneak peek, nothing like this about Omni. And I got to tell you that every single time that we bring this up, it is absolutely dynamite at the end. People are excited. People are waiting for it. So just give you a little background. I've been tracking Omni for the last 2 years. And in fact, when Build started, I had started another endeavor. And so it was kind of like, okay, well, I have this going, I have that going. And the other one was specifically for Omni. And so we had to dissolve that to bring all those people here. And so all that network is going to come to Build because of Omni. This is the power of what we have right now, folks. That entire groups of people from other companies are going to seek you out. Let me say that again. Entire groups of people that are seeking what we have are going to be seeking you out. If you don't believe it, give it 30 days, give it 60 days. You just had some of the most dynamic people on this tell you how powerful this is. Donnie Pips is already excited about what he does. He loves to teach. He has that passion. He has a skill set that less than 1% of the population has. And you get to mirror his results without having to, do I push now? Do I go in now? Did I miss it? Did I go in? Is there latency? No. All of that is gone. When he goes, you go. So type it in the chat. When he goes, you go. Because that's going to be duplicated over and over and over again. Not just with Mr. Donnie Pips, but with other people that are going to bring their skill sets. Now, you heard Mr. Navarro give you a statistic. 80% of the industry is already algorithmic trading. Well, guess what? We have access. When we say we have access, it doesn't mean like we're going to go look and find them. We're not saying we know where to go and source them. We're not saying, hey, we know who to call. No. We already have the contracts in place. We have people on this call like Mr. Robert Miller, who's an educator, who's going to be bringing his experience in digital assets and trading digital assets that we didn't have room to bring into this Super Saturday. But guess what? On the next one, you're going to be hearing about that, because not only everything that you just heard about here, but you're going to be able to learn how to trade digital assets as well as part of your membership. Now, folks, my biggest trade has been a profit of $288,000 trading digital assets. So how many people here in the chat would like to learn how to do that? No, nobody wants to learn that because they just want to follow Donnie Pips with Omni. And that's fine. It doesn't matter. See, you get to choose what you want to do. And that's okay. Now, here's what I wanted to bring up, guys, because we're excited about this. We're excited about Omni, but I'm going to tell you what I'm the most excited about. And to do that, I want to share my screen really quick. So if I need permissions, please give me permissions to share.
You should be good.
All right, let me see. Hang on a sec. I got so excited, I'm not ready to share. Give me a minute. One quick second here. Okay, so here we go. See, let me know when you can see my screen.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I put this, the benefits of learning how to trade, because see, we get caught up in the excitement of Omni, and that is so powerful. But here's how I see Omni in relationship to everything else that we have in Build. What JC said is trade, travel, and tech. So we have all of these things, but how do they collide? Well, first of all, when you're learning how to trade, right, you're learning with an expert. You have somebody that's going to teach you how to do it. So I look at this kind of like bowling. When you first start bowling, somebody's got to guide you. Then you're on your own. Now, what happens when you actually go on your own? See, if you don't have a Donnie Pips watching or looking over his shoulder what he's doing, or a Roxy, and you're not seeing over the shoulder what she's doing, or Giselle, you can't see him all the time. At some point, you're going to have to go on your own. Well, guess what? That's when you start getting gutter balls, right? When you start bowling on your own, that's when you start getting gutter balls. Omni is like bowling with bumpers, okay? It's like bowling with bumpers because it's going to allow you to hit the pins 10 out of 10 times. Now, Whether or not you hit a strike, that's going to depend on the strategy that you pick on your own from what you're going to be able to see. But let's not lose sight on what this means. Our focus is education. Our focus is to teach you how to trade. That is what Mr. Donnie Pips is doing with his children. He's doing it with his son. He's not just giving them knowledge, he's giving them wisdom. And that wisdom is applied knowledge. This is a young kid already making $700 in profit in a week. Are you kidding me? So that's what this is all about, teaching you a life skill. I believe that everybody should trade. My children are being mentored by Miss Roxy. Myself don't know how to trade options, right? I understand futures. I traded futures for 2 years. I understand Forex and I understand crypto. Made a lot of money with crypto. I don't know options. So I need to be taught options as well. Now, my children are being mentored by Miss Roxy. So that's the caliber of people that you have here. So Omni allows you to earn while you learn. So while you're studying on how to, the charts and setups and support and resistance and all of those things that you need to learn, Omni allows you to be running it in the background and still making money while you learn. So you get the best of both worlds. We give you the education first, and we give you the tools and the automation so that you can make money while you're learning. And that is a combination, folks, that nobody else has. And one thing that I want to stress is that Omni is the only legal and compliant option for the U.S. market. Let me say that again. It is the only legal and compliant app, period, in the U.S. market. So, folks, that is the combination of what you have here. Now, lastly, and I don't want to take a long time, I'm not going to go through all of this, but I'm going to give you a couple of things that I really like as a recap. Number one, trading, whether it's through Omni or on your own, it's generate income on your own terms. You're going to be able to be your own boss. You're going to be able to work from anywhere. That means you could be on your phone in an Uber making money. You could be in a hotel room making money. You could be at work at your desk making money. It doesn't matter where you are. On top of that, you could do it from anywhere in the world. Folks, location freedom right now is a modern day currency. Location freedom is a modern day currency. So these are just a few of the things. I'm going to skip to a few because I don't want to go through all of this, but this one right here is my favorite. Generational wealth and education. You're going to be able to pass down trading skills and financial literacy. That's what Build Network is all about. From the beginning, from smart money, from when we first started conceptually talking about this, folks, we were always looking at financial literacy. What better way to do it than with both of this combination of education plus the automation to be able to do it so you can earn while you learn. Transfer knowledge. I would say transfer wisdom, not just assets, folks. That's what Mr. Pips is doing. That's what we are doing. My wife and I are getting our children learning how to trade, learning financial literacy, not just giving them a bunch of money or houses or assets, because those can disappear. But the wisdom and the knowledge will always stay. And why do we want to do this? Because someday your great grandkids are going to be able to say, I get to live the life that I live right now because my great grandfather, Wences Navarro, or my great grandfather, Donnie Pips, or my great grandfather, Samuel Bean, or my great grandmother, Roxy Castellanos, or my whoever, fill in the blank. But they're going to be able to get to live the life of generational wealth because of the decisions that you make here today. Folks, this is the whole package. This is going to give you the freedom to be able to learn and make money while you're learning so that you could do it on your own and be financially set for the rest of your life. So thank you so much. That's all I have to say, folks. God bless. That's my time. Turn it over to you, Sam.
Oh, you're muted.
Hey guys, thank you very much, boss. Let's see here, and Danny, you can stop sharing for me, please. But guys, this will be the first time and the only time you ever see a pastor preach without actually passing the plate because he's got the trading skill. I'm just telling you, that was a sermon, man. I'm telling you, you're talking about talk about bumpers, man. You talk about trading with bumpers, like bowling with bumpers. That's awesome. And then you talk about, just what he's saying, guys. Like you get to choose automated, or you take it into your own hands. That's a beautiful thing, guys. Just having the actual options, right? And so what we want to do right now is we want to shift gears. We want to put you guys in a position right now where you start to see, some of the other tools that we have, things that I'm really, really excited about. And, I've been doing a little bit of foreshadowing for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. And you see the backdrop right here. That's what we're about to introduce. We're about to introduce Einstein, right? And so when you look at Einstein, I want to bring back up to the platform real quick here. Mr. Donnie Pips, he's going to go over Einstein, the scanner, and he's going to give you guys all the deets about that, what it is, how it functions, and why you can be excited about it. And then Mr. Navarro is going to come right back behind him and give you guys the packages that are attached to it.
Oh man, thank you guys so much. Mr. Big Quick wanted to give you a congratulations before I get started. Mr. Big just dropped the book, guys. An amazing book. I got mine. Congratulations for being an author. It's a big step in your career. You're already a living legend. So I just wanted to give you your flowers, guys. Show Mr. Bean some love. As a now author, it is an amazing book. So guys, please go and get that. It's going to definitely enhance your personal development.
My man.
So Einstein. Oh man, guys, who's ready for the Einstein scanner? Right? Think of the E3 strategy telling you to push the button, right? That's Einstein. What if you had Albert Einstein's brain? What if you had the ability of a scanner that gave you the suggestion to get into a Forex trade, right? It's that simple. Imagine you having an assistant that helps you earn while you learn. How does that sound? You can fire emojis in the chat if you guys like that. Imagine how Albert Einstein's unparalleled intellect working tirelessly behind the scenes as you are trying to navigate the chaos financial markets. Guys, that's literally what we create with AI pictures and things like that. You're going to have own AI trading scanner that literally going to empower you and your companion.
1 second, guys. I think Donnie may have dropped off here. Let's see. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He's gonna kick back in just a second. One moment. But definitely want you guys to see this part right here, guys, is going to be amazing. This part here is going to get you guys excited. I want to make sure you guys hear him clearly when he actually comes back on, because again, we've up last night. Winston's, myself, the other leaders, talking about this tonight. Last night the packages up this morning talking about it, and guys, what you'll see is what we are going to actually give you guys this for. Is the price is unimaginable. You'll see the integrity in the company. Based on the fact of how much they're not charging you. You look around the industry, people who have inferior technology and apps and stuff that don't work, they're overcharging you based on money grabs. Right now, we're undercharging you based on, we understand that the money that we're going to be making is going to be on other areas. We don't need a price gouge on this. So do we have Donnie back on just yet? There we go. Let's see here.
Yeah, sir. Back on. Sorry, guys. There. A little weather issues up here, but we're all good to go. Einstein, the scanner, is going to be able to revolutionize you guys' trading one trade at a time.
You're still going out on us, Donnie?
All right, give me 1 second, sir.
No problem at all. Anytime you get ready to do something great, guys, you're always going to be confronted by violent opposition. Just understand that you're in the right place at the right time, and this information is going to have you out of your mind. So get ready. Get ready. Right? As they say, if you're ready, say I'm ready. Right? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Like my wife said, hey, the devil don't have any dominion over here, guys. Right now, we're about to do something amazing, and so he can't stop this information. Let's see here. Hey, Miss Mays, how you doing? All right. as we are, this thing is humming. We have people right now from New Zealand on, Australia on, Colombia, the Philippines right now, Mexico, Africa, Canada. We have people, like guys, we have people from all around the world right now on this call, getting ready for, their lives to change. And so this is again history in the making. So make sure you guys take full advantage of it. And like you said, when you guys get the opportunity, and if you are blessed with the opportunity to be one of the first 100, take full advantage of it. And take 100% advantage of it. Let's see here. Okay, I see you back in, Donnie. Let's see here.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Live, there you go. I got you. I got you loud and clear.
There we go. Just a little weather passing through, guys. That's it. Always in opposition. But guys, listen, Einstein's going to be the ability for you guys to snatch profits every single day. Right. And like you said, we're gonna have a little opposition here and there. There's always forces trying to work against what greatness has to deliver. And we're okay with that, right? We're gonna keep the ball rolling. So in a nutshell, guys, I can't wait for you guys to utilize Einstein on your own, right? The Einstein scanner. So no matter where you're at around the world, you can find a potential trade opportunity. How's that sound? And push the button, right? Now you have the confidence of Einstein, right? You have the confidence to push the button when you need to. How does that sound for you guys? And that's what I'm going to say right there is Einstein's going to give you guys the ability to PTDB, push the dang button, guys. I can't wait for you guys to use her. I can't wait for you guys to try him out. He is going to be phenomenal with you guys. And that's just little something extra that you guys get being a part of Build. So I can't wait to see what else comes. Back over to you.
Hey, Donnie, hold on. Wait, I want to show you something. Let me see here. And let me see here. I want to show you something real quick here. See if I can get this. There we go. Okay, good, 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 good. So remember, I asked you this question a little bit earlier today, and if you can, just break this down for them one time, just so they can really get to the specificities of Einstein. Like we talk about the actions, right? What it does, why it does it, why it's so effective. Because this is the part that they really understand when it comes about hitting the button. I want them to know why they can be so confident when it comes to hitting the button.
Oh man, and that's exactly right. And as he put up on the screen, guys, Einstein is just that. It's a trading assistant, right? Imagine having Albert Einstein's unparalleled intellect when it comes to the financial markets, guys. It's going to be phenomenal. And somebody asked me, what markets does it trade? That ShamWow commercial, but wait, there's more. Just wait until Mr. Navarro comes back up, guys, because Einstein's going to be able to be utilized depending on what you have access to across all markets, across all industries, right? An industry first AI technology that's going to assist you. That's going to what we call Wi-Fi money. In the chat right now, if you're excited, write down Wi-Fi money. Put Wi-Fi money in the chat if you're ready. I don't care if you trade futures. I don't care if you trade options. I don't care if you trade stocks, right? I want you to put Wi-Fi in the money because Einstein is going to be that buddy on your shoulder that's going to tell you to send out $1, and that dollar is going to come back with friends. That's the Einstein that we have here at Build International. Sam, back over to you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, enough had to be said about that. So I want to turn it over now to, again, the CEO, Mr. Winston Navarro, so he can give you guys some good news.
All right. So we're ready. Saturday morning. I know you have soccer games to go to. You got other things to do. So let's get to it. This is, I got to say this product, as you can imagine, now that you've heard what it is and what it does, it is really, really, really hard to price, right? I'll tell you right now, since you're on this and you're talking about trading, your phone's spying on you and it's listening to everything we're talking about, you're probably going to get ads about algorithmic trading and for the next 3 hours, you're going to get bombarded, right? I dare you to click on those ads, because I would say for the last 2-3 years, I've seen, algorithms being sold for, my business partner and good friend here, Mr. Robert Miller. He can tell you these algorithms are being sold for 12,000, 15,000. Like I couldn't get myself to price it at least not if we're trying to penetrate, mass markets like we are at that price point. So with that said, it's really, really hard to price this out, right? So here's what we came up with. I'm gonna have Mr. Juan Estrella here bring it up. So without further delay.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me once this?
Loud and clear.
All right. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for your patience through this super trading Saturday. So Wences, I think it'll be great to just kick off the packages, correct?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Is my screen visible?
Yep.
You can see it.
Nice.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Well, this
Go ahead,
goes,
Wences.
I'm gonna call this promotional pricing because that's what it is, right? So the Elite Builder package includes everything that you're already used to in the Builder subscription. The Build Academy, which includes all of the trading education. Right now, we're actually looking to add, the real estate. We're looking for the right coaches, the right people to bring on board to teach the real estate. So that Build Academy is going to include everything that you have now, the ability for you to do all the stuff we've been doing up until now. It's also going to include the Einstein scanner for Forex. Right? Since that's what Mr. Pips is teaching in the mornings. So Forex, Einstein scanner, and it's also going to include the Omni Axis, and you'll get to choose 3 strategies on Omni. We're actually encouraging, not encouraging, we're like forcing everybody to use 3 strategies on Omni because I believe that, diversification is going to help. We don't want anybody to be dependent on just one strategy because you never know, right? You never know. Trader or algorithm has a bad day. You want to have diversification. So 3 is the minimum, and 3 is what you get with that Elite Builder package. It's $499 one time, and then after that is $149 a month. That is not on top of your Builder membership already. That is replacing your Builder membership. So that is not, again, it's not on top of your Builder membership. That is replacing your current Builder membership. So in reality, it's only $49 more and 99 cents. So that is the Elite Builder package. Now the Apex Builder package includes everything in the Elite Builder package, but it's going to give you access to 7 Omni strategies, and it's going to give you access to the Einstein scanner, but for all markets. So Forex, crypto, futures, stocks. And when I say stocks, that means that you can also use it for options. So for Ms. Roxy's trading strategies. So there you have it. So that one is $999 one time and $199 per month. So that now we're going to show you how, again, I'll go back to the pricing. This is a really, really hard product to price. And this is the promotional pricing. It does include, the for and pay no more. It does apply to this as well. So everything stays the same. We're just this is an add-on, and now we're going to show you how you can be a part of that first 100. So, Mr. Juan, if you can bring that screen up.
Yep. Give me a second here. Let me stop this one.
And while he's bringing that screen up, guys, Mrs. Bean and I, again, when we were in our last opportunity, when we launched, that trade community, everything that we paid for was in addition to, it wasn't replaced, right? Again, that company, and that's their way of doing business, and so our way of doing business, guys, is, again, we want to make sure it's financially feasible for each and every last one of you guys to get in business and get into the market. And that's what we want for you. Your wins are going to help us make money on the marketing side, not out of your pockets for you buying the actual equipment and programs.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
membership. So when just so you know, we do incur costs. There are costs associated as a company, right? But up until the last minute, we were going back and forth on pricing, and I couldn't get myself to do it for $10,000 or thousands of dollars. I'd rather you have enough money to put into the actual accounts. So, and at the same time, it's one of those products where if you price it so low, people don't see the value, right? So,
correct.
Buy $9.99 because 1,000 was too much and $9.98 was not enough. All right.
Is my screen visible here with the building back office?
Very visible.
Right. Beautiful. Okay, so new menu went live after we announced the packages. This menu here, Omni. Click into that page, and then it gives you the front end side of the Omni website. But we made a few tweaks here. This button here that says Get Omni. Once it's clicked, the two options will appear for you to make a purchase and upgrade, just like Mr. Navarro was saying. By clicking upgrade in either one, we'll bring over your contact information. Everything will just be brought over to the form. All you have to worry about is either filling out the necessary field and all of the details to be added. Once that's added, do give us a few hours or so, but we're trying to do this as fast as possible to bring over your build account into the Omni platform so that you can have access to those strategies that you have purchased. So once again, I can go show that. Was that clear, Wences, or do we go over it one more?
It's front and center. When you log in, it's right there. So can't miss it.
And we'll definitely be having more and more conversations and trainings and things surrounding the tech, guys. We'll have Q&As and everything that you guys will need to make sure that you're fluent in this process.
Yes, sir. These links do take you to the Apple Store or the Play Store. So wherever it is, if you need to have a direct link for Omni's app, this is clickable. It will open up the Apple Store or Play Store. So that's it.
Awesome.
On my end.
All right. Well, Mr. Navarro, I think we have one more thing that we have to do, and we have a giveaway, that we want to do. And I know Donnie Phipps was pretty gracious, and before Donnie does his giveaway for the free trading laptop and the free $1,000 trading account, cash into a trading account, I want to remind each and every last one of you guys that JCL is going to start doing his process when it comes to this week coming up. You guys will be able to get in there and start to learn futures, right? And it's going to be in Spanish, right? And then when it comes to the boot camp, next Saturday and Sunday, he's going to do that 2-day boot camp, right, for free. And that 2-day boot camp, you will have the ability to invite all of your guests to that boot camp so they can see, how easy this is, right? And how smooth the process is. So it's going to be in Spanish, right? The week after that's Saturday and Sunday after next weekend, guys, is going to be another futures boot camp like with JCL, and it's going to be in English, right? And so again, it'll be another free boot camp. So you guys will have an opportunity to continue to invite people out to see, what we have to offer. So again, I want to make sure you guys understand the value of that. You saw what happened when we did that with Donnie and how that thing just went bananas and berserk. So for those of you who are interested in futures and you want to build a futures community, stay tuned. Make sure you are paying attention to your emails and text messages. And the only way you're going to get emails and text messages if you're not getting them now is by opting in to the email and text message opportunities at the top of your back office. So make sure you go in there and opt in for those text messages, emails, and so you can actually have access to it. So we want to bring Donnie back to the front, and so he can have his giveaways. And we appreciate you again, Donnie, for doing that.
They're being really
Oh,
quick.
Oh, hold on, real quick before Mr. Navarro wants to say something.
Really quick. I wanted to address a question. Mr. Estrella just put the answer on the chat here, but it is not an upgrade on the $499 or $999. It's not an upgrade, so it is a $499. Again, we do have costs associated with this, and also it is commissionable. So that is where a big chunk of that money goes, right? So it is commissionable, and it is $499. Now the upgrade on the monthly is an upgrade, so it's not $99 plus $149 or plus. It's not. It's if you pay $99 and you go $149, it's just an additional $49. Just wanted to clear that up.
Clarity needed and clarity appreciated. So, because people are fired up. I got so many text messages talking about Apex, and like people losing it for the Apex. So they're excited. They're excited about both, but I like getting text messages like that. So, Dr. Pipper, it's on you, Donnie. Go ahead and
all right. Yeah, he said Dr. Pepper. I ain't heard that one before, but thank you guys so much. Give me 1 second here. Let me turn on the emulator, and it was gonna run the initial 300. All right, for the laptop, for the trading laptop, do I have a Kendra O'Connor?
Hey,
Kendra O'Connor.
Kendra O'Connor is in the building. Let's see.
I hope I said that right. If I butchered your name, please forgive me.
Yes, I am here.
There she go. There she go.
All right, awesome sauce. And then next, all right, we're gonna do the $1,000 trading account. $1,000 trade. Now you don't get to take the $1,000 out, but you'll be able to trade the leverage, and then any money that you make on the $1,000 is yours. That is going to go to. All right, it's running. Oh, Mr. Pacheco, you cannot win, sir. Let's run it again.
Hold on, there is a Daniel and a Daniela. There's a difference.
Give me a second here. Tony Hill. Tony Hill. Is that Tony Hill from
Tony Hill is in the building. All right. It's
Tony Hill.
Tony, are you here?
Yes.
Tony Hill. Well, welcome to the call.
Yes, he's here.
Oh, man, Tony.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna be calling you, brother.
Oh, man, Tony Hill. Well, guys, thank you guys so much, and we'll be doing some more great things like that, being a part of Build, guys. And listen, I'm Donnie Pips, and we're just getting started, guys. Back over to you, Mr. Bean.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, get with your senior partners, get with your sponsors, your upline, your senior partners, guys. Get all your questions answered, get into motion, but also let's go ahead and spread the word right now. Guys, we got 300 people plus. Like we probably had 400 or 500 people trying to get into the Zoom, but we maxed out at 300. And again, we're going to Mr. Pacheco, Mr. Winston Navarro, how you want to choose, the 100? How do we want to have a free fall for the first 100 to reach out to you, or how you want to do that?
No, it's live in their back office right now. So
okay. Oh yeah, okay. It's set at 100. Okay, good. All right, guys. So the first 100, before get in there, just like we had a max out on the actual lines for Zoom. We have a max out counter on 100. The first 100 people who purchase, you get a chance to get in there and start making some money with Einstein. So and Omni. So with that being said, Mr. Navarro, you want to close us out here?
Hey, listen, this is, again, Mr. Pip said it best, right? We're just getting started, guys. So the fun's about to begin. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your weekend. I got to hit the soccer field here. So see you on the next one.
All right, guys. Bye, guys.
Recording.